Good morning, dear students. Wish you all a very good day. Intermediate second year prose first lesson of studies. Of study lesson written by Francis Bacon. Who is Francis Bacon? Francis Bacon is the father of essayists. He is described to us. He is prescribed how to study, which is not book study, which is book study. So how to study, how to acquire the knowledge is said. Then now let's come to the lesson about the author. Sir Francis Bacon was a great English philosopher, statesman, and a pioneer of modern scientific thought. He is regarded as the father of English essay. Francis Bacon was born on 22nd January 1561 in London. He was the son of Sir Nicholas Bacon, keeper of the greatest seal for Elizabeth I. Bacon studied at Cambridge University at Grace and became a member of Parliament in 1584. He was 1963 and was appointed to a succession of posts, culminating like his father with keeper of the great seal. Later, he was appointed as Lord Chancellor, the most powerful position in England. Shortly afterward, he was charged by Parliament with accepting bribes, which he admitted. He was fined and imprisoned and banished from court. But the king let pardon him. He returned to his home at Gorhambury in Hertfordshire, where he continued to write. He died in London on 9 April 1626. Bacon's real interest lied in science. He has been called the father of empiricism. His works argued for a possibility of scientific knowledge based only upon inductive reasoning and careful observation of events in nature. He published his ideas in Novum Organum 1620. An account of the correct method of acquiring natural knowledge. Another work on science is Advancement of Learning. His other popular works include The New Atlantis, Wisdom of the Ancient, and The Most Adorable Essay, first published in 1597 and later published by adding some more essays in 1625. It was said to us, the lesson is civil and moral. Who is said to us? Francis Bacon. Sir Francis Bacon was the greatest English philosopher. Philosopher means he is the sophisticated of this subject, and philosopher means sophisticated in the field of education, but is the sophisticated in experienced in English. And another one, politics also. Statesman. Statesman means like ambassadors. He is the key role played kingdom. In the kingdom, one of the most important person is the statesman. Then pioneer of modern scientific thought. He is not only English philosopher, he is the scientist, he is the research person in science department. Not only in English, but he was said to us how to presentation essay. First essay, French mountain. After he was continued to design and about to essay. Bacon regarded as the father of English essay. Who is the father of English already we know about, everybody has told to him. Father of English is William Shakespeare, is the 15th century, and Francis Bacon also 15th century. Then both before, one of the person is the father of poetry. His name Geoffrey Chaucer. Geoffrey Chaucer is the father of poetry. Is 13th century. 15th century, William Shakespeare is father of English, and at the same 15th century, 1561, born 22nd January 1516, a period, who is born Francis Bacon. Francis Bacon, he was led to how to essay, so that he was called, Francis Bacon, regarded as the father of English essay. Then Francis Bacon was born on 22nd, 1561 in London, Britishness. He was born in London. Then he was the son of Nicholas Bacon. Francis Bacon's father name is Nicholas Bacon. Son Nicholas Bacon. He was the employer of Elizabeth I. His nearest aunt is to him Elizabeth I, keeper of the great silver Elizabeth. And Bacon studied at Cambridge University. He was studied in Cambridge University and became a member of Parliament in 1584. He was elected in Parliament member in 1584. Now, he is the experienced in English and science. Major is science, another one English, and third one is enters the people like politician. Is the elected in 1584 member of Parliament. India, member of Parliament, and so same as he was elected in British senators. He was knighted in 1603 and was appointed to a successions of post culminating. Successions mean heritage. He was knighted 1603 and was appointed a succession. Succession means, for example, one of the employee here elected by the people were honored, which is good person in society. He was served for people. That's why we are selected. Not only ambition next, not only this type of succession. Then India successions of post culminated. Like his father, the keeper of the great seal. Like his father, the keeper of the great seal. Later he was appointed and Lord Councillor. His father in the court in his kingdom, one of the best keeper. Is the best keeper of the great seal. Then after that, Mr. Bacon was appointed the Lord Chancellor. The most powerful position in England. It is the one of the biggest powerful post. That is the Chancellor, Lord Chancellor. So he was also appointed Lord Chancellor post. Then it is shortly afterward, it is work will be processed very rapidly. Someone has served people till their experience in 30 years, 40 years, but there is no appointment this post. It's not for honor. Then some people have entered. They are growing in rapidly and reach the highest position. At the same, Francis Bacon also very fast Lord Chancellor post as he was appointed. It is the one of the powerful posts in England. Its process will be continued to shortly afterward. Then he was charged by Parliament with accepting bribes. Bribes means now government officials, politicians also. If you have need for self-employed and developing your company, then establish your new organization. Do you have first need permission? The permission, you are applying for permission, all departments, revenues, administrations, enrollment and pollution, all those. Then there are also no objection certificate they are issued by. It is free, but they are asking bribe. They are asking bribe. It means corrupted. It means corrupted. So Francis Bacon was charged by Parliament with accepting bribes, and all those are accepting bribes. For example, if you have made some work, that is the signature in official, then you are served for him. Some fruits are carried to him, some meat are carried to him, and some gifts are provided to him. Then finally, they are asking some money. At the same, if you have to, whenever he asking how much of money you are arranged, it is bribe. So this type of actions is accepted in Parliament in England. So Francis Bacon was charged by Parliament with accepting bribes, which he admitted he was fined and imprisoned and then punished from his court. But the king later pardoned him. He is also participated in this type of allegations. Afterward, king is punished him. King is punished him. After that, he was kept in prison. In prison means prison. He is kept in prison. In prison, he was accused, proven accused. After that, the accused kept in prison. It is in prison. Whoever to participated in social elements, government will punish him to is kept in prison. It is called imprisoned. So he is also in prison. But the king is later pardoned him. Pardon means sorry. Again, his mistakes is excused the king. But the king later pardoned him. He retired his command Gorenberg in Hertfordshire, where he continued to write. He died in London on 9th April 1626. After finally he was served his kingdom, British kingdom, and he was several duties as service in the Lord Chancellor post also. Then he was researching field of science department. Then another more experienced in literature of English. He was said to us several ways of how to study. Finally, he was died in 9th April 1626 in London. So Bacon's real interest lied in science. Realistic, we are honored to him. He is the father of essayists, but is the interest in field of lied in science. Mostly, he was affected in science. It is general science, chemistry, physics, botany, whatever it may be. But it is light interest in science, field of science. Bacon's real interest in science, but he was served to experience in other fields, service, English literature, and politics. He has been called the father of empiricism. Then another one, Bacon's has been called the father of empiricism. Empiricism means experienced events. He was said to us, thank you students, remaining due to class, continue to next class.